expressions with brackets. An example of expression with bracket is, say we have 3 bracket open, a plus 4. The brackets in maths are really algebraic brackets. In this algebraic carrier back meant. That means you got a carrier back. In it you got a number a and a number 4 and 3 lots of the bracket, because there is no sign between the number and the bracket, means times. So the number outside is multiplied. All rules of directed numbers is used. So we have 3 times a, 3a. Invisible plus of 3 and invisible plus of a, plus times a plus, ends up with the invisible plus of 3a. Then here, invisible plus of 3 times visible plus of 4. 3 times 4 is 12. Let's have another one. This time we have a letter outside. X, y minus 5. The number outside is x. X is multiplied by y. So xy or yx. And then you multiply x by minus 5. Positive x times negative y. Positive times negative is negative. X times 5 is not x5, but it is 5x. If you remember, I said the number should be written first. Another example, x bracket open, x minus 6. X times x is x, which is x to the power of 2. Remember, when you times, you add the powers. There are 2 invisible powers of 1. Then plus x times minus 6, plus times minus, x times 6, 6x. Let's have a negative number at the outside of the bracket. Minus 4 inside 2x minus 6. The number outside is minus 4, multiplied by plus 2x. Minus times plus is minus, 4 times 2 is 8x. Minus times minus, or negative times negative is positive. 4 times 6 is 24. Next example, we have a number outside the bracket, minus 5, and inside minus 3x minus 10. You've got to remember to apply the rules of directed numbers. We are multiplying not 5 by 3x, we are multiplying negative 5 by negative 3x. So negative times negative is positive. It could be visible or invisible. 5 times 3 is 15, therefore 15x. And negative times positive is positive. 5 times 10 is 50. So this could have been written just 15x as an invisible positive sign plus 50. They're both correct version. Sometimes you have just a term, then you have a bracket opening with inside 2x plus 1. Now, this is exactly going back to the lesson of bit mass. If there is a bracket, you have to deal with inside. There is nothing to do inside. We can't add x to 1. So we're going to power, there is no power, then multiplication. So we need to do this part first. So 3x stays for the time being, plus 2 times x is plus 2x, and plus 2 times plus 1 is plus 2. Now we simplify. You have 3x, add 2x, 5x. That's what we did the previous lesson. Simplifying expressions. And we have a plus 2 here. Let's do another one. 4a minus 3, bracket open, a minus 3. We have to do the multiplication. We have minus 3, negative 3 being multiplied by inside the bracket. Here was positive 2. Here is negative 3. So keep the 4a. Negative times positive is negative. 3 times a is 3a. Negative times negative is plus 9. 4a take away 3a is just 1a plus 9. Let's use an example where we have more than one bracket. Say x bracket open x plus 2 plus 3x bracket open x minus 3. They will ask you to simplify this expression. We can't simplify until we actually remove the brackets. So got two separate brackets to remove. X times x, x times plus 2, plus 3x times x times minus 3. So x times x, x squared, not 2x. I'm not adding, I'm multiplying. And plus times a plus, or positive times positive, x times 2 is 2x. Now, positive 3x times positive x. Positive times positive, 3x times x, 3xx, which is 3x squared. And positive 3x times minus 3 is minus 9x. Let's simplify. X squared plus 3x squared. We got 4x squared. Positive 2x, take away negative 9x. But if the x is confusing you, just think of plus 2, positive 2, negative 9. That's going to give you negative 7. So you have negative 7x. Because they both had x with them. Let's do another one. Let's do another one. X minus 2 minus 3x, x minus 3. Very similar, but change some signs. X times x. X times minus 2. Minus 3x times x. And minus 3x times minus 3. Plus 9x. X squared minus 3x squared. That's minus 2x squared. Because we've got 1 take away 3. 1 take away 3 is negative 2. So I'm collecting like terms. X squared with x squared. X with x. Negative 2 at 9. That would be positive 7. Since they both have x, become positive 7x. Another example. 7b, bracket open, a plus 2. Take away a, bracket open, 3b plus 3. Although I said take away a, really the number outside this bracket is negative a. So let's remove the bracket. 7b times a. That's 7ba or ab. If you want to write it in order of alphabet, then we write ab. Or could be ba. 7 times positive 2 is positive 14. Now we're going to minus a multiplied by 3b. Negative times positive is negative. A times b is ab, so we have negative 3ab. Negative times positive is negative, and 3 times a is 3a. 7ab, take away 3ab, that's 4ab. A is nothing to do with B and it's nothing to do with AB. AB goes with AB. AB cannot go with A or with B. AB with AB. When A and B multiply, they form a cluster. This cluster can only be simplified with a cluster similar to itself. Then is plus 14. So we've got a negative 3a left here. More examples on expanding brackets and simplifying. Let's look at this one now. We've got x, bracket open 3 minus x. Then take away 3x minus 4. Now here is a problem. Not with the first bracket. Not with the first, with the second bracket. First bracket, then number outside is positive x. So that would be x times 3, 3x. X times minus x, positive x times negative x, positive times negative, x times x, x squared. Here, you have just a negative. You can't have just a negative. All negatives and positive sign must be followed by a number. If there isn't a number, that is an invisible one. So you cannot multiply minus by something or positive by something. It has to be a number. If there is no number, you can put a 1 and multiply. So minus 1 times plus 3x. Negative times positive. Negative 1 times 3x is 3x. And negative times negative is positive. 1 times 4 is 4. Okay. You can simplify either starting from the highest power of x or with the first term. Let's start with the first term. 3x, take out 3x. We have no x anyway. The next term is negative x squared. That's gone, plus 4. Let's do another one. 3 bracket open, x minus 2 minus x minus 2. Open the bracket, 3x minus 6. Here, there is no number. You need to put a 1 here. Oops, I put the 1 in the wrong place. Actually, x also needs a 1. I meant to put it there. So minus 1 times x is minus 1x, or just minus x, and minus 1 times minus 2, minus times minus plus 1 times 2 is 2. So 3x take over x is 2x. Minus 6 plus 2, minus 4. One final example. 7b, bracket open a plus 2, minus a, bracket open 3b plus 3. 7b multiplies by a, that's 7ab. 7b times 2 plus 14b. Then we have minus a times 3b is minus 3ab, and minus a times plus 3 is minus 3a. So we have 7ab minus 3ab, that's 4ab. Plus 14b, there's no single b or a term with b in it, so plus 14b. So that's gone, and all is left is minus 3a. I'm now going to expanding double bracket. Expanding double brackets. A simple case, we have a bracket, x plus 1, close bracket, open bracket immediately, x plus 3. What that means, we have a multiplication of two brackets in which we have two terms. So in order to do that, we go to the first bracket, first term. We ignore this. You can cover that. And you times and you times. So I write this in the same color. X times x, x squared, x times plus 3x. So I have finished with the first term in the first bracket. Now I'm going to the second term in the first bracket, which is plus 1. Plus 1 times x, plus 1x, or just x, plus 1 times 3 is plus 3. Now I'm going to simplify. You have an x squared. When you cross them out, do it very, very faintly. Don't do it strongly. Plus 3x plus 1x is plus 4x. Plus 3. So that's the final answer. Let's do another one. So 2x plus 1, x minus 3. So the number outside, 2x times 2xx, which is 2x squared. 2x times minus 3. 2 times minus 3 is minus 6x. When you finish with the first term, in the first bracket, you go to the second term, which is plus 1. Plus 1 times x, plus 1x, or just x, plus 1 times minus 3 is minus 3. And then we simplify. 2x squared minus 6x plus x, that's minus 5x. Then minus 3. Okay, let's make it a bit more complicated. Say we have 3x minus 2 times 4x minus 6. 3x times 4x. 3 times 4, x times x. 3x times minus 6, plus times minus. 3x times 6, oops, sorry. Plus times minus is minus. 3x times 6 is 12x. Then we go to minus 2. Times and times. Minus 2 times 4x is minus 8x. Minus times minus plus, 2 times 6 is 12. Okay, let's simplify now. There's only one term with x squared, and that is 12x squared. Minus 12x minus 8x. It's minus 20x plus 12. One more example to finish this lesson. 5x minus y, 3y minus x. First term in the first bracket, times, 5x times 3y, that's 15 xy. 5x times minus x, positive times negative, it's negative. 5x times x is 5xx, which is x squared for short. Then we are multiplying minus y times 3y. Minus times plus, minus y times 3y, 3y squared, and minus y times minus x is plus xy or yx. Let's simplify. 15xy and xy, that's 16xy. Minus 5x squared minus 3y squared. Okay. I hope you enjoyed this lesson on expanding brackets. Next lesson I do more expanding bracket, make it slightly more complicated by putting a number outside the double brackets as well. I hope you've enjoyed your lesson. My aim is to make sure you enjoy maths and learn it in an enjoyable fashion. I'll see you next lesson. Bye.